as a night shift nurse, you want to get your nutrition down because a lot of nurses love to snack, and studies show that the people that snack throughout night shift it actually disrupts your circadian rhythm more. Like think about it, like you have two separate systems. You have the nervous system and you have the digestive system. And if you're constantly eating food throughout the night, your insulin levels are always peaking throughout the day, throughout the night, and your body's in like there's no equilibrium between two systems. So at least if you fast or if you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to stop eating by like 4 or like 3, like stretch it out a little bit, at least you're giving your digestive system a break till the next time you wake up because you need that time. That's when your body repairs itself.
Yeah, the best thing to do for yourself is have like an eating schedule for yourself on night shift. And it's going to be different than your day shift one, but at least have a schedule. Like there's a reason why, now that I think about this, is you know how we to have patients hooked up to tube feed and it's like 12 hours on, 12 hours off. You feed every 12 hours, hook them up, with like 50 mLs an hour, and then for the next 12 hours you turn it off. Or, just feed them from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Like they're on a schedule for a reason because it works. If you have a diet, you need to have a schedule with your diet because we're making meal schedules and feeding schedules for our patients in the hospital to make them better. Right?
Only makes sense. We should do it for ourselves.
Yeah, it only makes sense to do it for yourself. Throw your ass on a schedule. Don't just say, hey, I'm working 3 nights in a row. I could just eat whatever I want, do whatever I want because my body's going to be, going through chaos and change.
But there's people that also say that I need to snack to stay up. So I respect you folks out there. You got to snack to stay up, but just
I completely agree with that. I snack to stay up sometimes. Like if I have a horrible shift and patients are just, giving me the works, you're just like, and somebody snacking just that little joy.
That little drawer, man, that snack drawer in the hospital. Everybody has one, I'm sure that you did.
Yeah, a little bit of a rush. Like when I'm pissed and if I gotta have like a Snickers every hour on the hour out, that would make my shift a whole lot better. That's why they feed us during these C19 times is because food is basically, you can use it as a drug for happiness if you really want to.
I wonder if there's an association between doctors that do that too, because I see some of the intensivists just like snacking. When it's like a busy shift, man, that we have like a little drawer, man. That drawer is moving. People are taking out the snacks.
There's a reason it gets refilled every 3 days.
Yeah.
And on that last day before it gets refilled, that thing is drier than a box of, I don't know.
It was worse during C19, man. During like March to June.
Yeah, we ate. I can imagine how good you guys ate.
People are getting food delivered all the damn time.
No way.
Snacking all the time. Sushi, Mexican food, like sandwiches.
Damn. Yeah, because we had a good too over in Chicago, and the way you guys have your snacks, I could imagine you guys are probably feasting. Is that when you were bulking?
Yeah, I was bulking, bro.
Yeah, you were bulking, huh? Good time to bulk, huh? During the quarantine.
Yeah, man. It was a quarantine 14 or quarantine 19.
Oh, it's a good one. Quarantine 19. I wonder if I gained 19 pounds around quarantine.
I didn't. I probably gained like a good 5 though.
Yeah. But then I lost like 15 inches of bowel, so probably it's gonna skew the results. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, Peter, you're yeah.
I wouldn't be allowed in research study. That's what would happen. I'm not a good sample. I'm not a good study sample.
Because you lost 40 centimeters of your small bowel.
Yeah, right. That wouldn't be accurate, right? Same with like timing, like when you poop or how long you poop. Sometimes I eat and I gotta go shit right away.
We're talking about nutrition. Might as well talk about your bowel, bro. Yeah. Is there a difference in having less bowel? Do you feel different post surgery?
Yeah, I definitely go to the bathroom more frequently.
Interesting. Okay.
In the beginning it was kind of rough. Like how sometimes you like hold your poop in, like cause. Like, I don't know how to fucking say it without saying it. It's kind of weird.
You say it how it is, brother. This is the Cup of Nurses podcast.
Because I was going to bed so frequently, so I was holding my poop in like more often, than I normally would. And I was probably just part of the transition phase. But now it's better. Like it's fine. Like I'm pooping maybe like 1.68 times more than I did before. You want to throw some numbers in it?
You do the math really quick on the podcast. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, 1.68 times. More poops a week, which. It adds up to about, about four poops more a week, Something like that.
You're so funny, man.
That's how it is sometimes.
So, long story short, there's also a way to do things. Intermittent fast, what we do, as you know, we talk about all the time, eating schedule. You could also do big meals versus small. So, towards the end of your shift, maybe...
Like in the sense that...
give your digestion a break, you know? So, have a large meal first and a small meal towards the end.
Yeah, also in the sense that... Man, I mean, you and I could agree that if we have a big meal, if we eat a lot in one serving, we're tired afterwards, compared to when we eat a smaller meal, right? So
You
maybe
wake up tired, too.
Yeah, so maybe your issue might be you're just having two, instead of having two giant meals, maybe you just have 2 or 4 small meals.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe just because you're eating that much at a certain time, that's what's slowing you down. That's what's kind of making you feel groggy, making you feel more tired.
Yeah, me and Peter are gonna make a podcast based on like how this is actually affecting insulin and what the research is saying. Also, the effects of like night shift and like real studies. But we did not have time to come up with all that. But we're gonna. That's a little bit of an investment of time.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do it to tell you guys about
Yeah,
it.
and I wouldn't mind doing it because it's actually like pertinent to our life.
Yeah.
Research always better when it's more pertinent.
But there's so many nurses I've heard that went on days and they feel so much better. They're like, I would never do it again. You know, Rayanne, remember, I have a nurse, Maureen, from like LaGrange. There's so many people that say that. So it's fact, man. And I felt pretty good being off for 3 months. And now I'm just like, damn, I feel that wall again.
Yeah, night shift, man.
So we better figure something out, man.
Yeah,
Make
and
a GoFundMe account here on the podcast.
Dude.
Maybe go on day shift.
Yeah,
that'd be
we'll
nice.
see. And not only matters about your schedule, but you also gotta, if you're going to snack, it's okay to snack. I snack too sometimes, but try to make it more healthier. Like do a fruit instead of like Oreo cookies or
Higher
beef
protein.
jerky. Something with higher protein, more of a complex carb, so that snack's gonna hold you over longer instead of just give you a quick little rush of glucose in your system.
And most people don't know that. Like, if you're a snacker, what happens is your insulin levels are all over the place. Like, spikes up really high, your pancreas releases up, insulin drops down again, you feel hungry, and you're like never in a smooth sailing boat. And that's all about like just optimizing your nutrition and avoiding those like sugary drink snacks.
Yeah, and same with caffeine. I don't know,
we
like maybe
we caffeinate a lot.
yeah, we
man.
caffeinate. A lot. I don't caffeinate as much as I used to, just because, like, what I noticed is, I don't know why, but just coffee makes me poop more or like quicker. Like the time between a cup of coffee and when I got to poop before my bowel surgery, and now it's a lot quicker now than it was before. So you know what I'm saying?
2.5 times.
Probably even more, maybe like a 3.74, man.
Wow, man.
I know, dude, 3.7 more.
That's more than pi, and pi is 3.14.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Wow,
it means you're getting
man.
up there, dude. The bell curve is hitting me hard right now.
What an outlier for the bowel surgeries.
But I think it's just coffee because like when I use the Mio or like pre-workout, it doesn't hit me like that. It's just whatever else is in coffee. So maybe is it strictly just caffeine that makes you go to the bathroom with coffee? There's got to be something else.
Who knows?
I think there's
Coffee
something in
probably
coffee.
has something, man.
Yeah, for sure it does. Yeah, and sometimes you're even better off taking a nap than actually drinking coffee. Because like Matt said, with the whole glucose and your insulin spiking, like your energy levels are going to do the same thing with coffee. You're gonna have a nice rush of coffee about 45 minutes after you drink it, and it's gonna last you 2 to 3 hours. If you have a high caffeine tolerance, it's not gonna last you 2 to 3 hours. It might be like 1 hour, 2 hours, and that nap is going to last you well over 3 to 4.
So you know how we're talking about drinking less caffeine and stuff? That's what I've actually started doing as well, where I'll stop drinking caffeine after midnight. Because for some reason, if you that's why I don't like taking pre-workout and working out and then going to sleep. Supposedly it messes something up with your REM cycle where your body never fully goes through the 4 stages properly to get enough of that sleep.
I mean, it's probably gonna depend on how much like the time you're doing this before you sleep.
Right.
Like
There's a way to probably track it on Whoop where I could document when I take my caffeine intake,
Yeah.
and then it could tell me what's the difference between like SWS or all those like sleep stages.
Yeah, I don't know if they could do it like on pre-workout. I don't know if you could do it because every pre-workout's gonna kind of hit differently and they all have
True.
different ingredients. But you could probably narrow it down with coffee if you want to try coffee, like because coffee half-life is what 3 hours. So technically, that coffee and caffeine is still in your system at 6 hours, 5 hours.
It takes time. That's
And
why
that makes
I try
sense,
to
yeah.
stop. I
So
try
if you
to
stop drinking coffee at midnight, and you get home at 8, you're gonna be primed for sleeping because
That's the goal.
Yeah, because imagine if you drink coffee at 3 o'clock in the morning, if that coffee's gonna be in your system for 6 hours, it's not gonna be excreted until 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it takes longer. Yeah, that's
that makes
the
sense.
goal. I try to do it. Worst case scenario, I'll have I like to have tea in the morning before
Yeah, I like tea too. Even before work.
before a report. Actually, I'll do it. Like sometimes I try to get everything done in my schedule. I have a cup of tea in the morning.
Oh, like before you about to give a report?
Yeah, even caffeine free. Like just something about tea just like gets me going. Probably like a placebo effect.
Maybe. That could be it. Like your body's like tastes flavor, associates stuff with caffeine, so your body's
Yeah.
getting ready like about to get a little
you
pump,
are
but the
you
pump
are
never comes.
You are what you think, right? So I just created that habit where, hey, I'm just gonna get hyped on like some caffeine free tea bag and it works, you know.
Yeah.